morning, students. Today we are going to discuss an important question about revaluation account. I can see that many times students are quite right in doing their transactions, but they couldn't understand the statement properly. That's why I choose this question so that your all doubts related to revaluation account should be clear. So let's we start. So we have illustration number 49. Pass journal entries to record the following transactions on the cases of admission of a new partner. The very first is stock is undervalued by 10% and the book value of stock is 54,000. So how can we determine the undervalued value? All of us, we have to calculate let actual value is equal to 100. Because stock is undervalued by 10%, so undervalued means 10% of 100 is 10. So undervalued should be less, so book value remained 90. All of us, you have to calculate actual value. If book value is 90, then actual value is 100. If book value is 54,000 as given in statement, then actual value should be 100 by 90 into 54,000, that means 60,000. So 10% of 60,000 will be 6,000. Because stock is undervalued, that means wrongly we decrease its value. Now we have to correct these errors and we have to increase the stock. So what will be the entry? Stock account debit because asset is increasing. To revaluation because if asset is increasing, so there is a profit. So revaluation should be credited by 6,000. Similarly, we will do one more point so that you understand the concept properly. In next point, we have stock is overvalued by 10% and the book value is 66,000. So actual value is 100, overvalued by 10. So book value will be 100 plus 10, 110. If it is overvalued, then we have to add. If it is undervalued, then we have to less. So if book value is 110, then actual value is 100. If book value is 66,000, then actual value will be 60,000 again. So 10% of 60,000 again 6,000. Now stock is overvalued. That means wrongly increased. So we have to decrease it. So stock should be credited. That means there is a loss. So revaluation account should be debited to stock by 6,000. I hope now the concept is clear to everyone. Next we have value of land and building is to be increased to 5 lakh. Book value is 4 lakh. Keep it in mind whenever there is a word to. Increased to 5 lakh, book value is 4 lakh. That means value increased only 1 lakh. So land and building account debit to revaluation account because there is a profit of 1 lakh. But if byword is given as given in next adjustment, the value of land and building increased by 5 lakh. Book value is 4 lakh. So it is increased by 5 lakh. So there should be a profit of 5 lakh. That means to say in fourth case land and building account debit to revaluation account 5 lakh. So keep this difference in mind. Whenever there is 2, you have to take the difference. Whenever there is by, that means increased value is given. Next we have a debtor whose due of 40,000 was written off bad debts last year, paid 30,000 in full settlement. That means to say which we considered lost in last year. Now he paid. Paid means we received. All of us, we have to do the entry of receipt. To bank account debit to bad debts recovered account, that means 30,000. Now this bad debts recovered will become profit for us. So revaluation should be credited. So bad debts recovered account debit to revaluation account 30,000. Next we have an old customer whose account was written off bad debts has promised to pay. Keep it in mind that he does not pay at this time. He promised to pay 15,000 in full settlement of 25,000. So we can't do the entry of receiving because he doesn't pay. So but he said I will pay in future. So in that case our debtor will increase. So debtor's account should be debited with 15,000. So there is a profit of 15,000. So keep it in revaluation account. Remaining questions should be discussed in next part.